My name is Renee Ruzy Kern, and I play the crazy housewife lady that's enamored with Mr. O'Neal. I just loved Memoirs in San Marcos. It's like you took it right from the diary of a harlot. Well, of course, memorize your lines and just really focus on a character that you think you would want to portray that's like that. Well, I played Truvy and Steel Magnolias lots of times, and a couple farces, a couple ladies that were just crazy. I've played some crazy school teachers. You name it. I've played a lot of nutty ladies. So it wasn't much to reach down and get it. Been a lot of fun too.
Hello, my name is Philip Bauer, and I am thrilled to be playing James Elliott. Well, I've been kicking around at this for about 35 years, mainly stage up until about 10 years ago, and then dabbled a little bit with film, and since I've retired as a teacher, I'm doing more film now than stage, although I do some stage, but there's a tremendous and a very quality film environment here in Pittsburgh. It just seems like everyone wants to make film. And so I'm the old guy, sort of the resident old guy, one of the few, yeah. James Elliott is an extremely egotistical, full of himself author, and part of the reason he is so egotistical is because he has been extremely successful. And he knows it, he's wealthy, and he doesn't suffer fools at all. And so in this movie, he is not pleased with the protagonist of the movie, and he lets it be known very clearly by his disdain toward him and his absolute condescension. Well, first thing you do is you read the script, and then you get a feel right away for that, and then you just read it many times. And in this situation, the fellow who I play opposite, Dan Bisbee, is a dear friend of mine, and so we have spent a lot of time outside of the rehearsals we had with the director and the writer on our own, working on it as well. But I tend to get the opportunity to play a lot of egotistical people. I don't know what that says. Maybe I'm a little obnoxious myself, unfortunately, a little overbearing. But they're fun for me to do. They are. I think I like them all. I mean, the death scene is a lot of fun, and I'm really excited about doing that. That's the last scene that we have to shoot for me, and we're going to have a bunch of extras in there as well, and that's always fun. I do like it when there's a lot of other folks around, but the scene when I die is a lot of fun as well. And then when I come back and haunt Quincy, so it's hard to pick one. I can't do it.
My name is Diamond Ruff, and my character is Carrie Allison. Carrie, she's very business oriented, and she's very straightforward, narrow-minded. She needs to get things done, hard ass, and sassy. That's the way I could describe her, really. So when I think about Carrie, she's a literary agent. So I'm like, let me look and see how literary agents work. And I realized that they're very picky, and they choose work that they only will believe, or choose people to work with that they know can get the job done. So I'm like thinking, okay, so if she chooses Quincy, then she really believes in him and he needs to get the job done. So she is pushy, she's gonna keep pushing him and just staying on track of getting the job done. Just being very business oriented. I can say it's like her biggest thing, being business oriented and just getting anything done by any means necessary. My favorite scene? Well, we kind of improv today. And so I like the cafe scene. It was really intense, and I like the intensity because it's just like spur of the moment. But really, I think they're all my favorite because they all have something different about them.
I'm Dan Bisbee. I'm playing Quincy O'Neal. I play a writer with a moral quandary and a supernatural problem. I think they're synonymous. Let me say, I play a writer with a supernatural quandary and a moral problem, or a moral quandary and a supernatural problem. Or I play an author who's got a lot of problems. Yeah, look, when you get a great script to work off of, you really take it and run with it. When you get something, really creative piece of literature that you want, and you start working with actors around you, and you start doing the rehearsal sessions with fantastic people like Phil and Diamond. You say, let's make some magic here, and just sitting down and reading the script over with your fellow actors is just really how you get your own character. At least that's my process, and I really give credit to the screenwriter and my fellow actors to really creating Quincy and helping me really find Quincy. There's always, the great thing about movies is always bookends, beginning, middle, and end, right? And what's the favorite part of that? Really, to me, the opening, the beginning, it's your first, you're giving birth to for the first time, creating the character. So I like the first scene's fantastic in the sense of, hey, it's the first chance to show, who you are, and the interaction between me and James Elliott, the first scene, and then the closing scene, to have that bookend at the end is just for me, it's really cool to come back to that, and those two moments together make up sort of to me the real magic that has been this whole process with all the crew and all the guys hanging out here. It's just been a fun time with everybody and all the locations. So it's just been a great process, and hope the film is enjoyed by many. It should be a great film and good fun for everybody because it was great fun to make.